Hey guys, I am here to review another deck today, specifically the Bicycle Tragic Royalty cards. Now these cards, I thought they were interesting for at least a collection purpose because they had a kind of a goth look to them and that they glowed under black light, as it says here on the box. If it will show you. Yes. So they glow under black light, and I thought, ooh, that's going to be really awesome, really cool. And so, you know, they feature some of the cards here on the back. Well, yes and no. I'm a little disappointed with how they glow in the black light, and I'll show you that in a second. But yes, these are standard poker size and poker formats. You know, they're really, very cool and very creative. First off, the face cards are really cool, and I'll show you some examples of that in a minute. But when you look at, let's show you a 5 and a 3. That'll sound good to me. They definitely have a Nightmare Before Christmas kind of font going on here. See how there's a little bit of scroll work up here on the clubs, and on the 5 it has a different kind of look to it. And the 3, the same thing as well, but there's a little bit of scroll there. Just reminds me a little bit of the Nightmare Before Christmas font, and just, I don't know, just reminds me a little bit of it. Definitely kind of a goth look to them. And yes, this is not a trick of light. These are all gray backs, so that's interesting too. So let's look at what you get. First off, the backs, well, the backs have some red. The angels are in red, and the lines that divide the sections are in red as well. Like little demon angels, angel demon babies. Yes, so moving on, you have your jokers. They're not identical. One has the guarantee, and then the other one has the bigger part to it. You have your aces. And then you have your face cards, some examples here. Alright, so your jokers, there's really no need to show, but I'll just kind of hold them up a little bit closer so you can see. Yeah, standard. And then let me show you this ace. This ace is really cool. And like I said, it's standard bicycle kind of format, so it's 808. But then here you have on the spade. This is why it really reminds me just of kind of a Nightmare Before Christmas, or excuse me, or some other kind of goth flair. It's got the spider web in the center of the spade. You have a little spider right here. And then on the bicycle is even written in a little bit of a different font there. The ace, different font. It's kind of a cool looking there. And you've already seen the suits and how they look differently, but that's that. And then let's show you some examples of the face cards. If you want to see the rest of them, you gotta buy it. Alright, so you have a dark and you have a light side. And so here's the King of Clubs, corroded face on both sides. Really cool. I mean, these are definitely, great little caricature faces looking here. It looks like she may have sucked on a lemon or something. Jack of Hearts. You have a kind of one-eyed, surprised Jack is looking up at the heart as if it killed him or took his eye. And so there you go, both light and dark, and interesting caricatures. I like it. So yes, let me show you how these cards look in the black light. I think it's next to impossible for the camera to see because there's so little glowing in the black light. Let me just show you a piece of paper. These cards, not exactly. glowing in the black light. Only the red glows. Let me show you. It's not very strong either. Then here's the trying to get it at the right angle here. I mean, it's glowing, it's just very hard for the camera to pick it up, it's so faint. It really doesn't want to pick it up. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see it there, but overall, not impressed with how the black light handles here. It doesn't really glow. I was hoping that the faces, not the faces, excuse me, the actual backdrop of the cards themselves would glow, but they don't. So that's something to absolutely consider. I mean, there are a lot of other decks that do it a lot better than this. Overall, it's a great collector's piece, but not really worth getting for the blacklight sensitivity. It's worth getting it for the caricatures and such. But yes, another issue that I have with these cards, as far as the big letdown, as far as in the blacklight sensitive, is they kind of smell bad, very bad, and I'm not quite sure why they smell that bad. Maybe it's the finish that they did here, because this is definitely not quite the same finish that I've seen from other cards. Maybe that's it. I'm not quite sure. Maybe, I don't know. And there's also some slight problems with color consistency, as far as there's some areas that are a little bit darker than others between cards, not on the actual cards themselves. But yes, maybe I missed the mark here. Maybe there's something about it that I didn't see. I'm not overall impressed with these cards. I think they're better decks. Yeah, they're collector's piece, but I don't really see the point in using them for Magic. I mean, yes, you can use them for Magic, but there's a lot of better decks out there. But yes, maybe I missed the mark. Maybe that statement really makes you mad. Tell me why you like these cards if you do, or tell me why you don't like them if you don't. But yes, reply down below, and I'll be looking forward to reading those comments. See you in the next deck review.